Bermuda Triangle, like in all the the lenses?
I don't think that it's a scary place.
Really?
There could be those bubbles that come up that could sink ships. I guess there could be, but we don't have that evidence. What we have is where's here. See, when they launch off a rocket from Florida or Houston, it goes up, but it never goes straight up, and then it will end up in the Bermuda Triangle. So that's why we think they named it a scary place.
Wait, so when you shoot a rocket, it curves and then goes...
What's in the Bermuda Triangle then?
Probably a lot of rocket parts.
Wait, so
That's my guess. Can I prove that? No. I can't prove that.
So when the rockets shoot off, they actually curve into the Bermuda Triangle?
That's where they're headed. So you guys just look into that. You know, the better thing to look into is where's the curvature, okay? And why do these world organizations use the flat earth map but they leave off Antarctica? Why don't they put Antarctica on their logos?
How come when I'm standing on the North Pole, I'm looking south and north and west and east at the same time?
Are you standing on the North Pole? Okay, here you go.
North Pole. Look it. Oh, whoa.
That's
all
the
right,
south.
we gotta go, because that's a globe.
I'm good. I'm glad he left because he was not serious or sincere. I only want serious or sincere people here.
What made you start this?
2.5 years ago, I watched the 200 proofs video right there. One of these two links will get you there and show you everything on my banners.
Oh, wait.
So 2.5 years ago, I watched that. Now, the first time I saw anything about flat Earth, I said, oh, that's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. Second time, I said, oh, those poor delusional Christians. Third time, I said, okay, now I've had enough of this. If there's anything to it, they'll have a working model. And I found one. And I said, holy cow, that makes more sense than this spinning frickin' ball. So that's why I dove into it and studied it. And now I go out and teach people because they need to know the truth.
So where do you think the Earth is split, though? Because it is flat, but all the maps are kind of somewhat...
What do you mean split? What do you mean by that?
So so for instance, so say it's like this.
Yeah.
Which continents are on which side? Because with the
Well, I think it's yeah.
For instance, so see how it's circular like this?
Oh, well, you mean
where
like
is
the
it split?
Geneva line and all that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know. I think that's a construct of man. Man makes up that stuff. So they drew the lines and all that. See, it's just like that. Time is a construct of man. See, it's not like the sun just goes around. It doesn't stop and say, now here's the next day. You know?
Can I interrupt?
Sure.
So I just met with the president of the college.
Yeah?
He's not too happy that you guys are here. So
I'm sure.
Listen.
I'm sure.
Pay attention. Right, this is very important.
Okay.
So as soon as the normal operations of the college are disrupted, you're out of here. I got that from the
What does
president.
that mean?
I'll be the deciding factor on that.
Okay, yeah, that's a real power play. You got it, baby. You got it. I have to get threats by all these people who are
security guards?
afraid of it. They're afraid of this. They don't want you to really know anything.
So this, for instance, that would explain flight patterns, you mean, right?
Actually, on this brochure, you see the first, where is it? Flight pattern, number 6.
Gotcha.
On the globe, they always go above the equator before they go back down. And we've studied a lot of those. But here,
then where's the equator located?
on the flat Earth map, it's more like a straight line. It makes sense. It makes sense, you know? So it's more spread out. Did I show you about the Tropic of Capricorn? It's much bigger. Much bigger, yes. The sun will go faster when it's out here. And people in Australia, and look, is that the true size of Australia? Or is it this? See? Because the sun moves faster. And it's really, this is the true size. There's a lot to this. I can't possibly cover it. But if you watch those videos and then study what you don't know, then you'll learn something.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just here to introduce this to you.
So, what do you think about the different, the Hubble Space Telescopes and different things that actually went to space and took pictures of the world being flat, circular? How did they do that?
It's computer generated.
Really?
It's all computer generated. I'm sorry to tell you, Walt Disney was on the first board of NASA.
Yeah.
And then they brought over Operation Paperclip. They brought all over the Nazi scientists and stuff, and they didn't care if they lied. They were either threatened with death or something. Or So here we go. It's a dome and a flat surface. So that's what it kind of looks like if you want to take that
That's
too.
kind of cool, actually. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
All right. You're welcome.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If there is an edge right here, where do we fall into?
Well, I think there's a dome. I think there's a dome over the whole thing, so you really can't go past that. I don't think you can fall off, in other words.
There is no dome though.
How do you know that? I want you to go look up lightning sprites. They're very high altitude lightning. And I know you want to really make fun of this, but I got more education on this than you do. So I can give you some avenues to look at. You know, look up lightning sprites, and it comes off the dome. You can see it's up there. There's something up there, and it's like less than 100 miles.
There has been no proof of a dome around Earth.
Did you look up lightning sprites?
There has been pictures, and there is no proof of a dome around the planet Earth.
Well, there's no proof of this right here. You cannot prove this at all without NASA and Hollywood. You can't.
So NASA's filling us with lies, is what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yeah.
So what? So NASA is telling us lies.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Really?
Yeah. Why did you want to be an astronaut?
No.
Oh.
Just I know NASA.
See, they do these things in the pool, and we have something called bubbles in space where the air bubble comes up the helmet. Okay, so that's fine if they're practicing, but guess what? They're putting that out as real. If they put it out as real, then it better be real. And if it's not real, they ought to say, oh, this is practice. They're not doing that. They're putting it all out as real. And that's where they're lying. So I'm not buying into that. Nope.
So NASA's basically a lying agency.
It's a propaganda machine. It's propaganda. That's what it is. That's how they control us. That's how and that's all military, government. That's what they just lie to us, and they keep us confused. And what, and then we don't have firm ground to stand on.
Okay.
Can't tell them to stop with the lies, you know. So that's why I'm telling everybody, you got to study it, bud.
Okay, even though there has been no proof.
There's no proof of this. You prove to me that this is real. Prove
pictures.
something about it. No, you can't go by pictures. You show me curvature, go out and find some. You come up with your own formula if you want to, I don't care. And prove to me there's curvature.
Okay.
How's that?
Okay.
Have a good day, buddy.
Is that camera on?
Yes, sir, it is.
Well, we're not allowed to video us without our consent on college property.
Really? Should I give you the law?
And I'm the president of the student government, actually.
Should I give you the law? Do you want to see the law?
Yes, show me.
Yeah, the law said I can.
Hold on.
Do you have a question? That's cool. It's good to observe.
Well, the sun, when it's closest centered on the full side of the Earth, the northern hemisphere has summer. The sun tends to make a larger circle, and then the southern hemisphere has summer from it goes around and it produces this light here. If the Earth was involved, there's no day in history, no way.
Would you like a brochure?
This is indicative of a light and flash across a line. This would what it looked like if the Earth was small. You can't have this small.
Earth is not a spinning ball.
How you doing today, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Not so bad. Enjoying the weather.
You got to have a little excitement once in a while, right?
I get it. Listen, I do need to get your information because you're on our campus. You did not have permission to be here today. You just basically just showed up.
Okay,
So,
you can have my information.
Okay.
But I don't need permission.
Okay. You do.
Okay. No, I
You
do not.
You do.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. You don't know the law. Would you like to know the law?
No, you don't have to tell me the law.
Well, I can.
What's your first name?
My name is Marilyn.
Marilyn. How do you spell it?
Marilyn. Spirit level. There's my information. You can spell it
Do you
yourself.
have ID on you?
No, I'm not going to give you any ID.
Okay. 6'9" to staff 1. Your
I
address?
don't need to give you ID. I don't need to give you my address. I gave you my name, Marilyn, spirit
I've
level.
gotten negative feedback from the female as well. Marilyn, we're trying to be cooperative with you.
No, I'm trying to be cooperative with you.
Stay back, please.
Oh, different. Have fun. Look, I just don't want lying to kids, that's all.
Again, we reserve the right to identify everyone by telling me that your name is Marilyn Spirit
Level.
Level.
Yeah, this is what this is. It's a spirit level.
To me, that's not accurate. So, do you have
Okay.
ID on you?
No, I don't.
You don't have ID on you?
No, I do
okay,
not.
Did you drive here today?
I did.
You did. Did you drive without a license?
No.
Okay, you have a license.
Yeah, it's in the car.
It's in the car. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, we're trying to be cooperative with you.
No.
Unfortunately.
No, you're not.
We're not.
No, you're trying to obstruct everything here.
Okay.
Earth is not a spinning ball. In fact, you're harassing.
I'm not harassing you, ma'am.
You are harassing.
We are not harassing you.
Yes, you are.
You do not have permission to be here.
I do.
I'm not going to argue. You don't.
I do.
You don't. It's
I
not a
don't
public space
need.
for you.
I don't need your permission.
You don't need my permission.
No.
Correct. You don't. You need someone else's permission. Maryland Spirit Level.
Yeah.
Do you have any ID on you? We have the right to ask anybody in the campus for ID.
No, I
You
don't.
refuse to give me your ID?
I don't
Just tell
need
me
to
yes or
give
no.
your name or anything. I don't
Staff
need
wanna
to
be?
do that. There's nowhere it says I have to do that.
Call Tom's River Police, have them respond to this location. For the,
I have not committed a crime.
What's up, John?
okay.
Yeah, he's pretending to be tough. That's good. That's fine. We can teach whatever we want to. Okay. All right, what is your questions? While that guy is harassing, what is your questions?
My question is, if it's sunny here, how is it dark in Japan?
Because
if
the sun-
if the Earth is
Yes,
flat,
that's right.
and I also have another question.
Well, let me
He's-
answer that one first.
Okay.
There's two factors. The sun is very small and close, number one. And number two, perspective, which eliminates your vision for a long distance. And number three, the speed of light is not what they're telling you. Light,
I mean,
light
that's kinda
does not
scientifically-
travel. No.
Scientifically proven.
This, you have to go back and study and relearn these things. You know Einstein was not a genius. You do know that.
Light doesn't travel. Then how
And
do
the
we see
ether
something?
exists. The ether does exist.
Because for light has to travel.
Yeah, but it doesn't travel
Because if light didn't
infinitely.
travel, we couldn't see light.
It does not travel infinitely. The stars are close.
So
That's right.
You
Prove
think
it to me. Does it exist? This is a rubber frickin' ball. Can you prove this is a reality of what you're standing
And
on?
also, he's claiming there's an Arctic wall that holds all of us in, correct?
Yes.
How? And he says the sun kind of goes around the planet. Like
Yes.
This is Earth. How is the ice not melting if the sun is right above it?
Because-
doesn't matter, how far or
The
close
sun,
it is. It's
yeah,
still
it
going
does.
to be hot as hell.
Yes, it does. How come the sun at the North Pole doesn't melt?
Because the sun doesn't go right above.
How do you know that?
Because
How?
it would
No.
melt.
No. How do you know that?
Because it would melt.
What would melt?
The ice, if the sun was right above it, even if it was...
No, wait. You're on the assumption that the sun is huge and a hot ball burning gases.
I'm on the scientifically proved...
No, you're not. You're believing what they have in a textbook. And that's okay if you want to do that.
So what did you believe in? From YouTube? So what's the difference of YouTube and a textbook?
Well, I know when that sun comes up in the morning, I feel warmth from it, okay? And it's okay. There's differences.
Well,
You have to
sometimes
decide.
it's really damn cold, too.
There's differences. But if a cloud comes in between me and the sun, it gets cooler.
Well, yeah, because you're not
Okay.
getting that light. That light is not traveling to you, so therefore you're not getting hot.
But if it was hot ball of burning gases, that wouldn't happen like that.
It kind of would.
No, that's what you want to believe, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with you. But I say the sun is small and close. And it's not burning gases, it's a filament. It's a filament. We actually live inside a torus field. Does anybody know what a torus field is?
I know what the Earth is.
We
though,
live
it's
inside a torus field, and we are the inertial plane. We are the inertial plane inside a torus field. This is the North Pole. Okay?
Have you seen it yourself?
I have studied this, okay? Now,
also studied.
have you seen what you believe for yourself? So here's the ball on one hand, here's something else on the other. Where does the evidence fit? That's what you have to decide for yourself,
Oh, yeah.
okay? You have to decide that for yourself. Where does the evidence fit?
The evidence fits from
If you
the
close off
years
your mind,
and
no,
years.
it doesn't matter about years. And there are no millions and millions either. You have to look at the evidence and put it where you think it fits. If you close off your mind to evidence, you are unscientific.
Well,
I'm showing you evidence and you're closing off your mind. Do not close off your mind. Do not close off your mind to any evidence.
well, if you think about it, our minds were never closed when we first learned this stuff.
Yeah,
So
when
we had an
and
open
how old
mind.
were you? How old were you when you first saw this? Kindergarten, 5 years old. And you were not mature enough to say, wait a minute, teacher, that doesn't make sense. See?
It does.
But they,
All throughout.
that's because you're indoctrinated with this, all right?
Listen.
And if you want to believe that, that's your choice. Okay? That's your choice. Just, if you close off your mind to evidence, you are not scientific. Do you
But
understand
you're
that?
also closing your mind to the fact that the Earth might be.
All right, how old are you? 18?
18, yeah.
I'm 63.
Okay.
Okay, for
you just
six-
said, you just
now
said years
just wait.
You just said years don't matter though. So what you're about to say to me?
In
boy,
this, for 61 years, I believed this. So I believed this the whole way through my life. And 2.5 years ago, I saw the evidence that was a contrary.
What did you see?
I can take you to my banners and show you. Those are my banners, but he's busy talking. If you want to see evidence, come over here.
Explain a globe!
You can't. You can't.
Ben,
What?
are these yours?
Yes, they are.
Can't leave this unattended.
Okay. I could see it.
Well, I have to see it. It's my rules when it comes to that.
Why is that?
Safety issues.
Okay.
I just want to propose the idea that the Earth is hollow. I feel like all of the
Well, there
evidence
is
that
something called concave Earth.
Yeah,
But the
concave Earth,
problem I have with that is there's curvature in the concave Earth, and there's no curvature to be found anywhere.
No, it's not. They just have it wrong. I think all of your guys' evidence actually points to the fact that the Earth could be hollow. I don't have too much research into it, but what I briefly
Well, you need to make sure it's in reality.
It is
You have to deal with reality.
I keep myself in reality.
Okay? Keep yourself in reality, then you have to find curvature. If you can find curvature, then we have to look at something else.
Look at the telescope. There's like the ships a bit further down.
Yeah, do you know what actually does that?
Distortion in the lens.
No? Well, that could be part of it if that's the wrong thing, but perspective is why ships go over the curve.
What is a lens? The lens is a curve. The lens is in a foot. Like
A GoPro lens makes a curve.
all sorts of lenses.
Yeah.
Even like the most
Correct. That's correct.
early. They all make this like lens.
Yeah, and they only show 2 dimensions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you study perspective, Did you get one of my brochures? Did you ever see this video?
No offense, but I'm doing homework.
Okay, look, 200 proofs. Earth is not a spinning ball.
I don't believe
That's
it's a
what
spinning
you
ball.
have.
I think we're definitely being lied. I believe that we're lying.
Well, then why wouldn't you want to look at the proofs?
The proofs of flat Earth. because
200,
there's
200
equally
proofs.
as many proofs of.
Are you proving it to yourself, or are you just reading a book?
What do you mean?
Are you going out and looking for curvature? Are you making a sundial? Are you testing things yourself?
What? I ask you the question. What's the point? What does it matter what the shape is?
Okay, what does it matter? All right. If you get married someday, do you want to know that your children are yours?
Of course.
Okay, so you want to make sure you get a woman that doesn't lie to you and doesn't cheat on you. So lies matter, don't they? Okay, so we want to be told.
That's a lie in my personal life. This is like the Earth is everywhere.
Well,
It's not
the
just-
government is
I know,
telling
but
us lies,
The
so they
government
have.
doesn't just lie about the Earth.
Are you going to let me talk?
No, but I just would like. I've heard you.
No.
I've heard you talk.
No, you're not going to let me talk. So how can
But
we
I
have
know
a
your point.
conversation?
Trust me. I used to be a flat.
Trust
earther.
you?
Yeah.
And you used to be a flat earther?
I used to be a flat earther.
Okay,
But it's too
go
much.
back to your homework, buddy.
No. Go back to your homework. You're not
I
studying
am,
the
but
right
you
stuff.
don't want to learn anything.
But there's just nothing new.
No,
presenting to
you just
Right, though.
you're just a mocker.
I'm not a mocker.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to throw that label on.
Because-
What gives you the impression that I'm a mocker?
Because you don't want to answer
I'm-
questions. You don't want me to
These
answer your
questions
questions.
I've answered myself. Like,
You don't. You
I'm
are not
asking-
seeking truth.
You've not answered my question. What's the important?
You're not a truth seeker.
Your focus.
Knowledge
is
is power.
But your focus is that.
Knowledge is power.
I'm probably much more intelligent.
Knowledge is
So,
power. My
I'm-
dad was a math teacher and he flew off aircraft carriers.
I don't.
My son is a physics major, so I'm
My
telling
dad's a
you.
mechanic. My mom's a nurse. They're
Okay,
just
but you're
smart
more
people.
intelligent than me. What does that have to do with it anyway?
I mean, just the way you're coming off right now, you're being hostile. I'm keeping at the senior
Hostile?
level. Yes. You're,
No,
look at your body language.
your body
You're leaning
language
towards
is
me.
all
You're holding
about
a stick.
hostility.
Why? Because
You
I'm
are
a white
very
male.
hostility.
Is it because I'm a white male?
A white male?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, let's turn this into a race thing now. Oh my God. Well, maybe you want to watch my video because
Watch
you're
my
on
videos.
it. You're on it.
That's my videos.
And you can see how much of a jerk you're being right now. Earth is not a spinning ball.
Your whole your
Earth
whole
is
focus-
not a
let me-
spinning
let-
ball.
I want to get on the camera for this one. Let me speak. Your whole focus is that the government is lying to us. Why is this your focus? The shape of the Earth. Why wouldn't you rather?
Because
focus on
this
more
opens the door for all the other lies.
what they're putting in our? But no, this one doesn't.
Oh no,
No, this one. Look at how big of an issue this is.
You're
This is
so
an
beta.
issue.
Please,
I'm not beta.
please, please. I'm asking him to leave.
Listen, we're asking you to
Earth is not a spinning ball. Earth is not a spinning ball. No matter how high you go, the horizon is always at your eye level. Horizon is always at your eye level. No matter how high you go. I know that. Don't get yourself in trouble. Yeah.
But it pisses me off.
I know. But this is the way the world is. The world is this way. So you have to know that and try to avoid it. You have to navigate through life.
I know.
See, when I was young in college, I thought, oh, the world is a good place where everything's true and we all love each other. Boy, was I stupid.
What about the videos? Did you ever see the video of the guy on NASA swearing to God on the Bible if the Earth's flat and he couldn't do it? Like, come on.
I know, you can't do that. I
And all
know.
these, you'll ask the people to watch videos and they say no. So
That's
okay,
right. What are you gonna? That's right. Yes, that's right. See, this is I have a rule. There's 3 times you got to hear it before you take it seriously. This is the first time that most of these people are hearing this.
Yeah.
So they're going to reject it. It's like a shock to them. Okay, so I know they can laugh and that's fine. The second time they hear it, they're going to say, oh, well, let me ask a question or two. Third time they'll say, maybe there's something to this, I ought to look into it. But see, this is the first time, a lot of them. Now some, I had maybe half a dozen kids say, well, what about this and what about that? And those are the ones you want. You want to reach those people.
They know something. And then
Yeah.
actually.
Is there something wrong with your neck? Oh, I'm sorry, hon. I'm sorry. Let me make it level for you. There, that's the ocean right there. They're all level with each other. Do you know the curvature calculation for the sphere? It should be on here. 8 inches times a mile squared.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Actually, it's a 24,901 equator. So a quarter of the way around the outside, the circumference is 6,000 miles approximately. The radius is approximately 4,000 miles. So in 6,000, it's got to drop 4,000. But because it's on a parabola like that, we're standing perpendicular to the North Pole, it will run farther than it will drop until you get halfway. Then it'll switch it around. And it'll drop farther than your distance. And you understood that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I could tell. A lot of people like, what? That's stupid. That's stupid. No, it's not stupid. It's true. It's real. So, do you have an intelligent question this time? I will answer your question if you let me. If you don't let me, I'll turn my back on you. Okay, ahead.
So this is the topic of choice of the lies of the government you're picking to make.
Well, I think this is the biggest one.
Why is this the biggest one? Why is this like?
It's the ground we stand on.
Okay.
It's
We're
the
here.
it's
I
the
think
big Earth.
We should focus.
Like, what
on
else
the
is
fact
left?
that okay, hold on. I'll let you keep speaking. Keep going.
Go ahead.
Okay. What's important is the fact that we're standing here anyways. Like, we have the Earth. What's the shape matter? Like, what they're doing to us while we're standing on this Earth is what's important to
Okay.
us because it affects our quality of life.
Can I answer now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So there's a lot to this flat Earth. It's not just a shape. There's all about electricity. There's about our history. There's a lot to this, and you will never know that unless you look into it and decide for yourself that it's flat. Then you'll say, well, why would the government lie to me about that? Then you'll look into lots of other things, and you'll see why. But I can't tell you that because I will never give you an answer that will be sufficient for you.
Okay. So when you bring up electricity, I'm assuming you're referring to the free electrons in the Earth, or like, do you know of grounding, walking on like the Earth without shoes or anything rubber insulated?
Tesla.
Huh?
Tesla.
Tesla? Nikola Tesla?
Yes.
Yeah, my sister, me and her have had talks about Nikola Tesla and his contributions, but I don't think anything really said pointed directly to the flat Earth.
About the free-flowing electricity. I know he was not a flat earther. At least that's what they have published, that he was not a flat earther. But I don't know how he could have not been. I think they've lied about some of his. See, when he died, they took everything, all of his work.
Okay.
They just went in there and cleared out his laboratory. So we really don't know exactly what he thought on everything.
So instead of dwelling on whether or not he was a flat earther or a round earther, why can't we just understand he was a free thinker with
Yes.
the same knowledge?
And I'm hoping that you're going to be a free thinker. And I don't know that you are yet.
I fully am. Ask my girlfriend here. Would you say I'm a free thinker?
Really? You're going to have to fly yourself there, buddy.
So I'm totally feeling this free thinking thing.
I'm upset.
If you're going to make a joke of me, I don't have the energy for that.
It's round. I'm sorry. It's round.
Yes. Now, hey, all right, now you define what round is. Tell me what round is.
Hypothesis.
No.
Statistics.
Define it. It's a word. What does it mean? What does the word round mean? What does the word round mean?
What I said before, I'm going to go now as the
Marilyn.
rationality went away. Nice to meet you.
Word round mean, I'll Google it for you.
You mean you don't know? You're telling everybody it's round, but you don't know what the word round means. Is that what you're telling
Look
me?
it up on Google.
No, I said define it.
Shaped like approximately like a circle or a cylinder. Google's flat.
Like a circle? The circle? The circle of the earth, you mean? Where all these world organizations use the flat earth map, but they leave off Antarctica. Why do they leave off Antarctica? Because it goes all the way around the outside edge.
No, it doesn't.
Explain to me how you can sail from Hawaii to Asia.
That's number 6 on the brochure that you decided not to look into.
I'm talking
Okay.
sailing.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
does matter.
Same thing.
Because if it was flat, there would be an edge.
Not have to go further north to get to its destination to account for.
Yeah, you know why?
Because it's round.
No, because it would take a whole lot more fuel if they were going this on a globe.
The sky is
It's an airplane. It's not always.
They're going north to go south. Here it's a straight line. On the flat earth map, it's a straight line. Number
No,
6.
it's not flat. They don't go flat. If you're flying an airplane, you can't go straight.
Where's the end? Where's the end?
Earth is not
Where's the
round.
end?
She's just gonna say Antarctica.
Yeah, Antarctica. Is it going to be? Is there going to be an end point? Is it going to be done?
You have to ask the government because they know that.
No, you're saying this. Where's your, that's just exactly.
No, you said that. I didn't say that.
Where's the end point? You're saying it's flat. Where's the
You have
end
to
point?
ask the government. The government doesn't run the entire world. They run the United
Yes, they
States.
do. No, they don't. There's 53 countries. 53 countries signed on to the Antarctic Treaty. Yes, sir? No, you can talk to me right here.
Okay. All right. So you're aware of private property laws, are you correct?
Yeah, private property.
So this is considered public, quasi-public property.
This is public ground.
It's quasi-public.
Well, say what you want, but it's public.
I'm telling you, it's quasi-public.
It's bought by the public. It's funded by the public. It's a
So-
community college. It's a public college. I'm allowed to be on any public college campus.
So not on this one, unfortunately.
Well, why is that?
Because you didn't go through the proper channels, man. We tried to explain that to you before. The president has the right to remove anybody from the campus as he sees fit, and that's all.
No,
that's all
that's
voted on
not
by the
true.
Board of Trustees, Ocean County.
No,
Yes, ma'am.
it doesn't. Ocean County
Listen,
does not
we're not gonna
supersede
argue.
the First
I'm
Amendment.
telling you, as director of security, you have to go, and that's why I called them to escort you off.
Ma'am, listen.
Okay?
No, I told you to call them.
Ma'am, let me talk to you, okay? So, go through what he's saying. Like I told your friend, your partner, whatever he's called. That's fine. I don't care.
We're recording as well.
I understand that. You know, it's no
Ma'am,
problem.
Ma'am, listen to me. He's not telling you you can't be here spreading your ideas. That's fine. What he's telling you is you need to go through the proper channels. So,
I don't
which is-
need to ask permission.
Ma'am, we're not going to argue.
This is a
Ma'am.
public college.
So
You show me the deed where it says
okay,
it's
we
not
will.
a public
There is
college.
policy. There is policy.
No,
involved.
policy does not supersede federal
So listen,
case
can I-
law.
You tell me your side. I'll let you talk, and then I'll talk to you, explain my side. How's that sound? Or you can hear me out.
I've heard it many, many times before.
What do you got? Can I take a look?
Okay, open air preaching is protected by the United States Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. That's our First Amendment right.
All right, ma'am. So real quick, this is what's going to
I have
happen next.
13 case laws.
This is
You
what's
wanted
gonna
to
happen
know what
next,
it
okay?
was.
You have the right to protest.
The only way you're
However,
going to get me off here is if you bodily carry me off.
That's what's going to happen. So I don't want. I don't
No,
want to do
I
that.
am not a threat. He said he was going to do that.
I'm going to.
I said that's the only way that he can get me off of here.
So, ma'am, real quick. You have the right to protest. Everyone has a right.
I'm
We
not
have to go through the
protesting.
protest.
I'm not
whatever you wanna talk,
protesting.
whatever you
I'm
wanna
just
talk.
sharing information. This is freedom of speech.
That's fine, but to do that, you have to get permits through the college and through the township, wherever you do stuff.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay. So,
13 case law.
without the permit, you have to.
I need to see your supervisor.
He's on his way.
Good.
So, without any
Then
proper
before
permits,
he
you
gets
can't be
here, I don't need to talk to you then. I need to talk to your supervisor,
Okay.
and you may stand
So, by
aside.
the time my supervisor gets here, I'm going to explain that you're being uncooperative.
No, well, you can lie all you want. You can lie all you want.
So,
Stand right
are
there.
you going
and-
to leave the property or
No,
you're not?
I'm
You're not
asking.
willing
I
to
asked for your
leave?
supervisor, and that's what I'm doing.
All right, he's on his way. But I'm explaining
Okay.
what's going to
No,
happen.
you don't need to. I'm talking to your supervisor. I'm not talking to you. I have their supervisor is coming.
Tomorrow, you're going to get arrested again.
I don't plan to come tomorrow. And stop threatening me.
No,
Stop
that's not a threat. That's
threatening
promise.
me.
If you come back tomorrow,
The earth is not a spitting ball. It is a flat plane. No matter how high you go, the horizon is always at your eye level. Horizon is always at your eye level. No matter how high you go. It never dips down. It never dips down. It never dips down. Okay? Spherical geometry dictates that there has to be a formula. There has to be a formula. Okay? You have to figure out what is the formula. Then you have to go find curvature. Go find curvature. Okay? If you can't find curvature, then there's something seriously wrong with the ball model. Okay?
I know you hate science, but like, come on. You have a high school diploma?
If you close off your mind, to scientific evidence, then you are not scientific.
This is not scientific.
No scientific man
where's your science?
can reject evidence.
Where's your science? Let's see some scientific proof.
You cannot reject evidence and be
Where's
scientific.
your evidence? Where is your evidence?
Scientific method. You must be consistent, observable, testable, repeatable, predictable.
Yeah, it's predictable to hypothesis.
Can you repeat these tests that you said you took? Can you?
How would you know?
Where's the supervisor?
They said they're coming back with word that they're going to arrest us if they haven't
I
already.
know what they're saying. If you want to go to the car, fine. I'm going to wait for the supervisor. Where's the supervisor? Where's your supervisor? Where is he?
I just spoke to him.
Where is he?
I'm not going to argue.
Yo, free speech, bro. Free speech.
You know.
I want a refund.
Everybody, be quiet. I'm the president of the student government. I'm trying to bring portable mini golf to our fall festival. People from American Idol here, and then we're all and I can't get 5 people in my club, and I can't get 5 people in my club, and we're listening to a bunch
I
of
am at
fucking
the
idiots.
Ocean County Community College, and I am being harassed by the police. I am at the Ocean County Community College, Marilynteed. I am in the Larson Center.
We need to focus on the things.
Yes, sir.
And ignore that the world is
I am at building number 8, Larson Student Center, and I have asked the police to send their supervisor, and they said, oh, he's on his way. I want to know if the supervisor is coming here. I am on a free speech issue at the college. I am not violent, and I am getting harassed by the police. No, the real police. The real police. Here, I'll get you his name. The one is Phil Hertes.
Patrol 437.
Patrol Hertes. What's the other guy? I need somebody out here. And Patrolman Colin. Or Colline or something. Now, get somebody out here. This is scary.
Look at that. Earth is a triangle. Earth is a rectangle. Earth is a chalkboard.
fast because they are harassing me. It's getting scary.
If you call the cops, like 86.
I have the right to have their supervisor here.
They throw the frisbee towards the sun.
And can I know when they're coming?
Guys, I believe there's a story. My uncle ducked it off the earth one time. He was dancing and he was dancing too hard.
If the earth is flat, how are we going to play mini golf?
Thank you. I shall wait right here. Thank you.
I know for in fact Earth is done.
The horizon is always at your eye level.
How far can I see? I can see all the way to the end of the earth. It's flat. I want to fly on button.
This is what we've come to, guys. I want you to know, this is what we've come to. This is what we've come to. These harassment.
That bar is level. Whoa.
Wait, hold up. Wait, it's not. Your meter stick's not level.
That bar is a rectangle. It isn't
Bro,
flat.
I know how to use one of those. That's
Not level right there.
Bro, you way out of balance. Where is it? I can't see. I need my glasses. I can't
There
see
is no curvature.
You have a button.
Do I have a what?
I'll take it. It's my friend. Thank you.
I really don't. I like comments.
The earth is already, the horizon is at your eye level. Yes, you may.
It's just a theory.
Are you gonna read it? You're gonna throw it in the trash.
I'm gonna read it.
I'm gonna read it. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Am I going to go to class on my
No. Sorry. I can't be responsible for that. Sorry. You want to stand here?
I have a question.
No.
I don't disagree. I'm sorry all these people are ignorant and yelling at you.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, but if the earth is flat, what's on the bottom? Like dirt?
Well, the deepest hole they ever dug was 8 miles that we were told. So I don't know past that.
Past 8 miles?
Yeah. See, now, if you want to look at ancient drawings, they have some depictions of what it might look like, okay? But I don't know. All I know is really the surface. And once I teach the surface and you get that, then you can ask all those questions yourself and think for yourself.
Do you have stickers?
No, I don't have a sticker.
Or like business cards maybe?
I have a business card. You may have.
Someone told me to get you.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. You want to watch one of these 2 videos, and that shows you everything on my banners, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Horizon is always at your eye level. No matter how high you go.
That's not even right there.
I have a video out of a 747, and it's up here. So it's a product of perspective. It's a product of perspective.
Wait, put it on the ground.
It never goes down. It never goes down. There is no curvature away from you. It never goes down.
It doesn't come down, let's go up.
The line of reflection. The line of reflection. That proves it's a flat surface.
You want the truth, you can't handle the truth.
Water is always flat on the top.
Have you been to the sea floor?
Water's always flat on the top.
Ma'am, have you ever been down to the sea?
Chicago, 60 miles across Lake Michigan. It does not go down.
Can you explain to me if water is always flat, right?
Well, they have a zoom camera, P1000.
How do you get an amateur photo from space? How does that happen?
You have to watch the video and then weigh it all out. I can't answer every question. I don't know. Do you live here?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you? Are you that little speck right there? Are you that little dot right there? This is not a representation. It's not the true size of the Earth.
Do you pay for this?
I do it on my own.
Why do you think the Earth is flat though?
Because there's no curvature. It does not curve. Can you find it?
Yeah, I will.
If you find it, you go on my website, you go onto my channel. You go on my channel and you show me where there's curvature.
I will, and when I prove you wrong.
Yeah. What? It's a card. It's a card.
Oh yeah.
Are you going to throw this away? I'll show you this.
Okay.
Are you going to throw this away?
No.
And rip it up?
No.
Okay.
I want to check out your channel.
My channel's there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's my channel. You want to type in one of these two and you'll see everything on my banners.
Are you a Jehovah by any chance?
Oh no.
You sound like one.
No. Why? Why would I sound? They don't even believe the flat earth, the Jehovah Witnesses. Because I talk to them and I say, off of the video. One of these two videos right there.
But
you type it in.
Is that factual information?
You don't believe everything on YouTube?
Where did you get those facts?
From a lot of places. Eric DeBay put them together. Come here. Right here. This. Right there. You take a good close picture of that.
I can write a book right
now.